I don't know if you guys see that, but there's like a wheel sticking out of that garbage can, so I'm gonna see what it is.
The last brand new in the box kit of that one sold for 10 grand.
Really?
Yeah, so it's insane.
Wow.
These kids go for it.
Back in the day when I was in middle school, I used to take stuff out of the garbage on garbage day and I would clean it up and I would sell it to people on Craigslist. I know that sounds insane, but it was a super profitable hustle that I had back in the day. As a 6th grader, I was making upwards of $100 a week, which was a ton of money back in 2010. I was using Craigslist because Facebook Marketplace wasn't a thing at the time, and Craigslist was so popular in the early 2000s that as soon as I posted something, somebody would come in the next hour to buy the item I was selling. Basically, I would find something that I thought was valuable, I would carry it home because I did not have a car, I would clean it up, I would store it in my parents' garage, and then I would post it on Craigslist to see if anybody was interested in buying it. You gotta remember, I was close to about 11 at the time. I did not come across money too often. I grew up in a low-income household, so I would find these hustles to make money, such as raking leaves, shoveling snow, or picking stuff out of the garbage like we're going to be doing today. Dang, that is a nice house that they're building right there. Damn. I want to give you guys a little bit of backstory on how I first came across doing this and how I figured out that it was so profitable. So in 6th grade, I was walking to the bus stop one morning on garbage day, which was Thursday for us, and I noticed that somebody was throwing away a ginormous aquarium, which it had to be over 100 gallons because it had a huge crack down the center of it. The house that was throwing it away was about 3 houses away from my bus stop, so I was just standing there at the bus stop staring at this aquarium, wondering to myself, why would somebody throw something like that away? It had a super nice stand with it as well. It was like all wood grain, and I think that they only threw it away because of the big crack in it. I remember standing there thinking to myself that instead of this being an aquarium, why can't it be a reptile tank? I don't know why somebody would throw it away just because it has a crack in it. Why can't you resell it as a reptile tank and kind of recuperate some of the money that you spent on this ginormous aquarium? So for the whole day at school, I'm thinking about this aquarium. I know that I want it, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to get it home. The bus stop was about 3 blocks away from my house, and that tank has to be extremely heavy. So I thought to myself that if I can get one of my friends to help me carry it home, I would split the money with him. So I did just that. I told my friend once we get off the bus, if he helped me carry that aquarium home and help me clean it up, I would give him half of the money that it sold for. And that was an extremely attractive offer to him because we were 6th graders. It was super hard to come across money. We look like 2 idiots carrying this tank down the street. We at least waited for everybody who got off the bus to get home so they didn't see us carrying it down the street and thought we were weirdos taking stuff out of the garbage, and they would have probably made fun of us at school. So we waited for everybody to get home, and we took this 70-pound tank and walked it all the way to my house. We came back, we took that extremely heavy wooden stand, and then we walked that all the way back to my house too. It probably took close to an hour and a half. When we got it home, we cleaned it up super nicely with a sponge and some soap, and I told my friend to take a picture of it because I actually didn't have a phone at the time, so he used his iPod Touch 4, and it had camera capabilities. He took a photo with that, and we uploaded it on my computer to Craigslist, and we just waited for some offers. So Friday morning came around, I checked my email, and I noticed that I had a message from somebody, and they were offering me $160 for this aquarium that we labeled as a reptile tank. He said that later in the day he would come pick it up after work, which worked out perfect because we didn't get out of school until 3. So that guy came to my house after school. He said he loved the tank. He said it was perfect for what he needed it for. I think he was gonna put a big iguana in there or something like that. He paid me $160 for it. He took it away in his truck, and I gave my friend $80 like I promised him, and that really started the garbage picking for me. So in today's video, I'm going to see if it's still possible to pick stuff out of the garbage and sell it for a profit. I'm going to be using Facebook Marketplace to sell everything instead of Craigslist. And lucky for us, it is Thursday, which is garbage day in my neighborhood. So let's go drive around and see if we can find anything valuable in the garbage to sell. All right guys, so I think I found my first official item in the garbage. Take a look right over here. It looks like a copier or a printer of some sort that somebody's throwing away. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that and I'm gonna see what that is. Okay, so it's in my trunk. I just grabbed it. It looks like it's a Canon all-in-one printer. So it's a fax machine, a scanner, a copier, and a printer. I don't know how much it's worth, but it's in the trunk, so we'll check it out later. Looks like we got something right here. Looks like an old desk or something like that. We are not gonna be grabbing that. Look at that hoarder's house right there. Just casual hoarder's house on the side of the road. All right, guys, right here we have what looks like a Christmas tree in that red bag right there. I am almost tempted to grab it because that would be like an easy $20 sale on Facebook Marketplace. But it is March right now, so that thing is not gonna sell anytime soon, and I don't wanna have to lug it around. So I'm just gonna leave it. So it looks like somebody's thrown away an old baby stroller. I don't want to take it because I don't know why they're throwing it away. It might be dirty or something like that. So I'm going to leave it for the next person. But baby strollers are a good thing to look out for because old ones do sell on Facebook Marketplace. That stroller can be $20 or $30 if it's a good brand because they sell for almost $200 new. But I'm going to leave that one for somebody else because I don't want to take the risk. All right, guys, here's our next find. This is literally a lawnmower. I don't have the means of taking this. If I had a truck, I would, and I would figure out what's wrong with it and sell it, or I would sell it as parts. But yeah, this is just some of the stuff that you can find out on the street. This is a whole lawnmower. It looks like it's in good condition, but unfortunately, we can't take it because we're driving a Honda Civic. All right, guys, right here, there is 2 leather gaming chairs. I'm gonna go ahead and grab those actually. It looks like there is some controls on the side of them too, so they're electronic. I don't know if they work, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab these because they look like they're in good condition. So as it gets later in the day, more and more stuff is gonna get put out on the curb. It is currently 4:30. People are just getting home from work, so they're putting their garbage out. I also wanted to check a few establishment dumpsters like GameStop, Harbor Freight, Menards, basically any business, because back in the day, once I got a car, I used to branch out and go to these dumpsters. So I still wanted to see if there was anything inside of them because they also are profitable. A lot of businesses just throw random stuff away and they write it off on their taxes. So I may check some dumpsters while we're doing this video, but right now I am still currently looking through residential neighborhoods to see if we can find anything. So I unfortunately did not bring any gloves. I literally told myself before I left the house I was gonna bring gloves because this is gonna be disgusting, but I forgot the gloves. So we are going to be raw dogging all of the stuff that we find. All right, guys, there's a big dumpster right here. They were rehabbing this restaurant. So let's go take a look and see if there's anything in that dumpster. Unfortunately, it was all drywall and like rusty screws and stuff like that they pulled from the walls, so nothing in that dumpster. So let's keep going. All right, so we're at Harbor Freight. It's like an automotive store. They sell lots of tools. I have found some stuff in this dumpster before, so let's go to the back and see if we can see anything in the dumpster. So they might lock their dumpsters, I don't know, but these are the 2 dumpsters that they have. Looks like there's nothing in this dumpster, just garbage and styrofoam and stuff like that. Let's check the other one. Oh yeah, these are all boxes. I'm gonna take a lot of these. I need these for my eBay store. And these are free boxes. They look like they're in really good condition. Okay, so although there was no items, there was boxes, and those are in really good condition. They were all folded up already for me. So I just took a couple handfuls of those, and we're gonna move on to the next dumpster. All right, so I'm outside GameStop right now. I have zero faith in anything being in their dumpster. I guarantee it's probably locked, but we're gonna go behind there and see if there's anything in the dumpster that we can pull out. All right, so it looks like the dumpster is behind that big wooden gate. So it looks like it's unlocked, so let's go check it out. All right, a whole lot of boxes. Yeah, I think these dumpsters are shared with the other businesses, so it's not specifically GameStop. Yeah, unfortunately there's nothing in here, but there is a lot more boxes, so I'm gonna take these. All right, let's check out what is in Dollar Tree's dumpster, why don't we? There's a tote, but there's nothing in there. I'm literally just gonna go down the line of dumpsters. Some of these places I don't even know what they're for, so there's nothing in there. Nothing. Garbage. Nothing. Yeah, nothing in here either. Looks like a tarp. A few cords for something, but this dumpster looks like not too long ago it got taken, so there's really not much in here. There's a lot more boxes in here, but nothing that's really catching my eye. Nothing valuable at all. If you guys ever need boxes, just go garbage picking. Seriously, do not buy boxes for your business, for your eBay business. You can literally just pick up hundreds of boxes out of the dumpster. All right, so unfortunately the whole strip mall, all of the dumpsters, there was either a little bit of stuff or there was nothing at all. So I think that their garbage got picked up already. So I may have to come back at a later date and see if they actually have garbage inside of their dumpsters. But I don't know when their dumpsters get emptied. I don't know what day of the week, or if it's once a month or twice a month or something like that. If you guys want to see me look through more dumpsters, or if you can recommend any stores to check, that whole strip mall was like a Dollar Tree, there was a Planet Fitness, there was a tile store, there was another hardware store, and all of them had nothing. So if you guys want to recommend anywhere I should go, or if I should do this again, make sure you leave a comment. All right, so it's about 6 o'clock now, so I'm gonna take one more lap around the neighborhood. A lot of people got home from work, and the first thing that they do is usually put their garbage cans out, as well as any other garbage they might have. So I'm gonna take one more lap around the neighborhood, and then after that, I'm gonna call it quits and show you guys everything that I found. I don't know if you guys see that, but there's like a wheel sticking out of that garbage can, so I'm gonna see what it is. These are like some old, might be an RC car. There's a controller too. All right guys, so I just found what looks like 2 RC cars. They look older. There was only 1 remote control with them. I don't know if they work. When I get them home, I'm gonna research them, but that's gonna be it. I don't see any other things that are thrown away on the curb, so I'm gonna take what I got and we're gonna head home. I'm gonna show you guys everything that I found.
The next day.
All right, so I have everything laid out, and guys, I think we found some actual pretty good stuff. I still have to test everything, but seriously, I think we found some really decent stuff. So let me show you guys. Here is all of the cardboard boxes that I grabbed in my 3-hour garbage picking adventure. There's probably close to 30 boxes. It's really awesome that I grabbed these because 1, I'm keeping them out of the landfills and I'm gonna be reusing them. And 2, I don't have to buy cardboard boxes. I have an eBay account and I sell a lot of stuff. I have over 20 things that I need to get out within the next 3 days. And this supply of boxes is really gonna help me. All right, here's the first thing that I found. This is a Canon brand 4-in-1 printer. It is an MX860, and it did not have the power cord, but I actually do have a power cord that fits it. So we're gonna go ahead and see if it works. The screen turns on, as you can see, and it looks like all of these functions work. And the copies, you can change the copies, you can change how dark or light they are. Yeah, I'm gonna test this more thoroughly, but I did a little bit of research on these and they are selling on eBay anywhere from $80 to $200. So I'm gonna list this on Facebook Marketplace and I'm just gonna take the best offer. But I'm gonna test this, of course. I'm gonna test everything, see if they work, and I'm gonna let you guys know if this thing ends up working. The next thing we found were these 2 leather gaming chairs. I was doing a little bit of research on the model. If you take a look back here, there is a tag and it says it's an X-Rocker, and then the model's back there. Apparently, these are supposed to have armrests. As you can see, there's those 3 holes on the side. They're supposed to have armrests as well as a metal stand on the bottom, or it might be plastic, I don't know. But on Amazon, these new are selling close to $200 a piece if they had the arm stands as well as the little base. These also have built-in speaker capabilities. There's electronics in the chair, and it's powered by a 9-volt adapter, and I actually have one, so let's plug it in and see if we can get any sound to come out of this thing. All right, moment of truth. Does this power on? Yes, I think it did. You see the blue light? I heard the speaker as well. Unfortunately, I can't test it much more than that. I don't have an aux cable, so that kind of sucks. I'm probably gonna just sell these as is anyway, because there's probably a reason they threw them out. So I'm just gonna post them up on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm just gonna take the best offer that comes. So the last 2 things that we got were those 2 RC cars, and they are by far, I think, the best find that we have. There was one of the RC cars that actually has me kind of confused. I was doing a little bit of research on it. It is the Bigwig, and it apparently has a cult following, and this one is an authentic original vintage one. I don't know what year it's from. I think the 80s, and it has all Japan parts, so I think this is a true authentic bigwig. And I couldn't find too much information on these. I just know there's a bunch of forum posts on them, and there is a huge cult following. So if anybody has any information on this bigwig RC car, please let me know in the comments. Here is the two RC cars. As you saw, the little tiny wheel sticking out of the garbage can. It looks like somebody found these in their garage and just threw them away. They're covered in spider webs and dust. There was only one controller, unfortunately, and it is for the bigger New Bright Dodge Ram truck. And I'm gonna put the price of these on the screen. I think I was finding this one maybe $30, and I still have to test it. And this is the cream of the crop, apparently. This is an original bigwig from Japan, and there is a huge cult following on these guys. Let me show you what's inside. So here's the guts of the RC car. As you can see, these are all made in Japan parts. This is an original bigwig, and I don't have any clue on RC cars. I know that they're super collectible and they're super fun to put together. So this guy right here is going to be sold for parts. It just, all that matters is how much somebody is going to spend on one of these guys to fix them up. I have no idea. I'm probably going to post this on eBay. I tried to find a little bit of information on it. I will put it on the screen. There was some crazy numbers. There was a sealed one going for like 700, and there was just a bunch of other here and there, and I couldn't find a straightforward answer, especially in the condition like this one. So I'm gonna post this guy on eBay after cleaning him up, and we are going to see how much this guy is going to fetch us. Hi, how's it going? I just had a quick question for you, if you can answer just a question I had about an RC car. I don't know if you were like extremely knowledgeable on them.
Now what do you got?
So I came across a original The Bigwig. It is from Japan, and I was just wondering if you knew anything about that.
That's one of the Maya issued ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering because I was looking up I was researching them, and I noticed like I think they're rare, or they're like they have a cult following, or.
Yeah, I don't know if they reissued that one. Hang on, let me take a look and see what they're showing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 17 was the last reissue on it.
Oh, 2017?
Yep.
Do you have any idea like what the original one goes for, like from 1987?
Brand new in box yet?
No, it's been sitting in a garage, and I actually found it. I found it.
Couple $100 maybe.
Couple $100 for one of those. What
Yeah.
for parts, or if it's?
Yeah, brand new in a box. I mean, about $500-600.
Okay, but for like how how much for like parts?
Yeah, if it's not in good shape.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you might give $75-100.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you answering my questions. Yeah, thank you.
Yep, sure, thanks.
Bye. All right, so I just got off the phone with a hobby shop. I just was interested in seeing if anybody knew about this vintage bigwig and to see how much I should price it for. He was telling me if it was in bad condition, it sells for maybe $75 to $100. That'd be for parts. But if it was in good condition or decent condition, he was saying anywhere from $100 to $200. So I'll just post it on eBay and I'll see what I get. I'm gonna get these photos posted up on Facebook Marketplace and eBay, and we're gonna see if any of it sells, so stay tuned.
3 days later.
I am currently on my way right now to go meet up with somebody that messaged me on Facebook Marketplace. His name is Sean, and he is actually interested in our bigwig RC car. He told me to meet him up, and he said he's gonna pay me $100 for it. So I'm on my way right now to go meet up with Sean to sell our bigwig car that we pulled out of the garbage.
I got stuck behind a bunch of. 'Of, uh, rice burners. No offense. There was, there was a bunch of rice burners, and I got stuck behind a bunch of rice burners. No offense. There was a bunch of rice burners, and I got stuck behind a bunch of rice burners. No offense. There was a bunch of rice burners, and I got stuck behind a bunch of rice burners. No offense. There was a bunch of rice burners, and I got stuck behind a bunch of rice burners. No offense. There was a bunch of rice burners, and I got stuck behind a bunch of rice burners. No offense. There was a bunch of rice burners, and I got stuck behind a bunch of rice burners. No offense. There was a bunch of rice burners, and I got stuck behind a bunch of rice burners. No offense. There was a bunch of rice burners, and I got stuck behind a bunch of rice burners. No offense. There was a bunch of rice burners, and I got stuck behind a bunch of rice burners. No offense. There was a bunch of rice burners, and I got stuck behind a bunch of Jeep Grand Cherokee with a big PA speaker on the roof.
Oh yeah.
And there was a Infiniti G35 who had a flip-flop wrap on there, a pink BRZ, another BRZ,
oh, no.
and a Camaro. And they were doing 30 miles an hour down
Harlem?
Ridgeland.
Oh, Ridgeland?
Yes, I fucking cut down 143rd, but they're doing this the whole time going under the speed limit.
Yeah. So are you, you said you're a collector, but do you fix them up or?
I'll fix that one up. I'll clean it up and put the, repaint it, get new decals and whatnot.
Yeah. Do you know a lot about this one? I know it's like a vintage.
It is. They did a re-release. I'm not sure in the teens.
Like 2017?
Yeah, somewhere around there. This is probably from when I was a kid. So
yeah. Yeah, it's got all Japan parts on it, so.
They're all from Japan, so.
Yeah.
Or actually, somewhere maybe from the Philippines as well.
Really? Yeah, RC cars are super cool to me. I just never got into them.
Yeah, I just collect them.
Yeah.
Probably 100 kits brand new in the box.
Really?
Yeah.
I know this one in the box goes for a lot of money.
Yeah. All of them do back from the 80s and all that, just because they don't repop a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like they have the Avantis and the Egresses brand new in the box. They're 800 to 1,300 bucks.
Yeah.
The Blazing Blazer, which is when I was probably 10 years old. You know what the Bruiser is?
No.
The Bruiser? Okay. The Bruiser is it's a Toyota pickup, so it has solid axles, has a ladder frame, 3-speed transmission, and just like these cars, they'll put a different body and call it a different name. They put different tires on there and put like a 73 Blazer body on there.
Okay.
The last brand new in the box kit of that one sold for 10 grand.
Really?
Yeah, so it's insane.
Wow.
What these kits go for.
How much? How fast does this one get to? Do you know?
No, it might be 15, 20 miles an hour, probably with batteries in there and motor.
Fully charged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they have this is probably your nickel cadmium or nickel metal hydride. They're lithium or polymer now. 2S, 3S, 4S. You know, ones that are this big run an 8S, and that's like 35 volts.
Okay.
So they're crazy. Those are cool. I have one that's it's a off-road desert truck. They'll do 65.
Wow.
You know, I drive in the pond by my girlfriend's house, and because it's a dry pond, you go up the ramp, and I gotta watch it because I'll go over to the next pond. That's how.
Holy crap!
So,
wow.
Yeah, it's something I got back into after my wife died last year. So.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so there's something to keep my mind off things.
It's definitely a fun hobby. I had a few friends that were into it because it's. I mean, like. They like to go to car shows and stuff like that. They would drive them around the car shows and stuff. Yeah. They'd race them, stuff like that. But I never got into them.
YouTuber?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I buy and resell stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I have an interest for like everything. So.
So where'd you buy this from?
Actually, I got that for free.
No shit.
Yeah.
Good profit then.
I know. I guess I called a couple shops and they were saying like they go for around like $100 to $200, and I was like, holy crap.
Hobby shops around here don't know nothing about the Maya. I mean. You could probably got $200 on this off of eBay.
Yeah.
But
all right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's actually the same name as my eBay.
Oh, okay. I'll
so it's
then.
CKreesky, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
All
Let
right.
me know if you find any more Tamaya ones.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we just sold the RC car for $100. I talked to him for a little bit about my channel and my eBay. He was really cool. He gave me some knowledge on the car as well. He was saying it's more like $200 if I waited on eBay, but I told him I got it for free, and he said that's a great come up. So $100 is fine with me. Not only did I sell the RC car for $100, I also sold that Canon printer on eBay. I posted it up for $140 and it sold almost instantly. So we sold that Canon printer for $140. We sold the RC car for $100, and I am still getting a ton of interest in all of the other stuff that I have, like the gaming chair, as well as the other RC car. All right, guys, so I think it's safe to say that taking stuff out of the garbage and selling it is still a great side hustle. I was up to something as a kid because I made a little over $200 in a couple hours of work, and I can expect another $100 maybe for the gaming chairs as well as that other RC car. That's gonna do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you wanna see me do this again or something similar to it, because I thought it was really fun and it was interesting to see what we can find in the garbage. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.